NBA prize picks for Thursday, December 19th. We are back. We only had one game in the last 48 hours, but finally a full slate of games. We're going to go through the prize picks streak board, break down all three plays, pick a favorite, start a streak back up. Do me a favor, smash the like button, share with your friends. You want to get more picks and plays? They're at DFS Army, link in the bio for that. Here's the tracker for the last 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, and the year. Check it out right there, over 180 units so far in 2024. Let's see how we finish up the year. One more time, smash the like button. I'll smash the intro. We'll go to work. All right, let's start off with Karl-Anthony Towns. 13.5 rebounds is the play we're going to look at. Heading over to the DFS Army Proptimizer. Let you compare prize pick line, sportsbook odds, and our projection model. Comes with DFS Army in addition to the plays in the Discord. Rebounds, looks like the under is the odds value play here. Which is going to go against the grain in terms of the form play. But BetMGM's a lot of juice, but it's at minus 155. Bet Parks, Bet Rivers, minus 140 in terms of odds value. That is really pointing towards the under for a prize pick streak play. A little bit less so in terms of DraftKings, ESPN, FanDuel. More closer to the pick 'em, closer to what you're used to seeing for streak play. But minus 140 represents some odds value. Our projection model also agrees with that. It's leaning towards the under as well at 13.29. The form is why this is on the streak play board, and everyone's playing the over. He's had at least 15 in 5 straight games, 22 against Orlando last time out. He's also been over in 9 of the last 10 games. Form is really driving this one. Let's take a look at the DVP matchup here. As we pull up the 5 position, shout out to hashtag basketball-free DVP data. Matchup here is against Minnesota. And Minnesota allows the 3rd fewest rebounds per game to the center position. So that's why we have conflicting information here. The form, though, being I've always said it's nice to look at. Probably the least important when I have odds pointing one way, a projection pointing another way. Yes, the form is towards the over, but it's a tough matchup with odds leaning towards the under and our projections leaning towards the under. Despite everybody slamming the over, I'm going to pick the under here. I don't know if it would be my favorite play, the one I lock in for the streak play game, but I would go Karl-Anthony Towns less than 13.5 rebounds. Let's go Steph Curry, 23.5 points. Back to the prize picks. It's DFS Army Proptimizer, I should say. Looking at points. Again, leaning towards the under here, but a little bit less extreme than the Karl-Anthony Towns play we just looked at. BetMGM leans slightly towards the under. Books like Bet Rivers, Bet Parks, they're at 22.5. Everybody else is pretty much a pick 'em with a slight lean towards the under. Our projection model is leaning towards the over at 24.96. Go to the last 10. He's been under in 6 of the last 10 games. So if you're on the over side, not a ton of form here, but our projection is over. Form is split. Let's take a look at the DVP matchup against Memphis. Change to the point guard position. And Memphis allows, actually, pretty difficult matchup. Middle of the road matchup. They're like 13th in the league in terms of points per game allowed to the point guard position. So really got odds leaning. It's form's a wash. DVP is a wash in the middle. I got odds leaning towards the under and our projection model towards the over. First came back on the road against Memphis. I'll actually slightly shade towards the more here in this matchup coming back off the NBA Cup. Little mini break here. I'll side with our projection and go more than 23.5 points. But another one that not very confident about. We'll rank them all at the end, but I would go more than. And then John Collins, 8.5 rebounds is the last play we're going to be looking at. Well, I think 3 plays that I think all the odds are going to be pointing towards the under. And I am right here. Similar situation where odds are pointing towards the under, but everything's more aligned here. DraftKings all the way down at minus 140. Odds value here for the prize pick streak play game, minus 128 on FanDuel. Everywhere else, pick them leaning slightly towards the under. Our projection model does shade towards the over, 8.84, which is interesting. He's been under in 5 straight games. Before that, he was over in the previous 5 games. So really split form here. Let's take a look at the DVP matchup against Detroit. We'll go to the power forward position. We'll sort by rebounds. And they're right here, another middle of the road type matchup. I think about 13th, 14th in terms of rebounds allowed per game to the power forward position. So another one you got to break down kind of split form. Odds leading towards the end of this. Minus 140 is really interesting here. 8.84 on the projection model. Got on the road at Detroit. Really has not shown up in terms of rebounding in the last few games. I would lean towards the more here, but I will say it's 3 plays that, well, breaking this down for the street play game, make sure you get in the DFS Army Discord for the bets. It's already like 30 bets dropped. Me and Will have been busy with a day off looking forward to these games. Cashed an NHL play yesterday, but it wasn't a lot of action. So I would go more here. Let's go ahead and let's rank the 3 plays. Karl-Anthony Towns, Steph Curry, John Collins. Least confident play. I really don't like the John Collins play. There's just something about it. 3rd place play, John Collins more than 8.5 rebounds. Where am I going to go for the official play? Let's go super against the grain. I'm going against the crowd pretty big time here. Against the form. Kind of take a stand against form only box scores. Steph Curry more than 23.5 points will be a 2nd place play. I'm going to lock in Karl-Anthony Towns less than 13.5 rebounds. Everybody else is taking the over because of the form. I'm looking at the odds. And I want to just, before I say it, make sure I'm not crazy. I'm looking at the odds, our projection. That's what we're going to lean here. Karl-Anthony Towns less than 13.5 rebounds. Tons of action to go today. That's the prize pick streak play game. But there's tons of sportsbook plays. I'm sure Underdog Sleeper will have promos throughout the day. Come check it out. I'll see you in the DFS Army Discord. Link in the bio as well for also those deposit match codes. Tons of good stuff over at DFS Army. But for now, here's that daily reminder that whether or not you are a DFS Army member, you probably should be. But either way, good luck in those contests. Let's cash this ticket. Going against the grain, everyone's going to hate this. But either way, good luck. Let's cash it. I'll see you next time.